The book Van, written by Torren Anderson, illustrated by Begonia Coballet. Good morning, Miss Genius, I said to the school librarian. I am Noni Lopez, staff reporter with the Whitball Weekly, and this is Parker, a co-editor. Could you be really take a bet on whereabouts of the Sergeant Rotative series? He had apparently completed about the series, so I pulled the book until they can be reviewed more closely. All kinds of people from all different perspectives want to remove books for different reasons. Can we talk to the president? I asked. No, but you can contact the school book review committee. They give the book a hearing. Miss Virginia smiled at that. That way everyone can share their opinion. Miguel and his co-editor Ashley stormed into the Monday newspaper meeting, arguing as usual. The certain rotten thief or the best book ever written, Miguel shouted. I hadn't realized I knew the hero had discussed it. It's best friend to fight bad guys. Are you kidding me? Ashley huffed. The pictures alone made my mom and me laugh. Your mom? I asked. Did she make the complaint? Absolutely. She's a dentist, you know. Well, I don't want your mom telling me what I can read, Miguel said. Look, Ashley sighed. My mom is protecting us. This book or putting out bad ideas into our heads. We're young and vulnerable. Vulnerable, I corrected her. Absolutely. Not me, Miguel says. As a matter of fact, I'm staging a protest. He took us back and slammed down on the table. Save Sergeant Rotten Teeth. Meet Wednesday morning in the front of the school to protest the book ban and sign for our petition. Come costume, we will receive the final scenes from Sergeant Rotten Teeth 4, Zombie Affiliation, like a jack. I decided to cover the protest for the newspaper, but I needed to read the series, so I borrowed from Gail and read under covers until it was almost midnight. By book 7, the hero teeth had fallen out. He is lamenting that the fact he didn't kill his teeth. I wondered, was this crazy book actually using reverse psychology to get credit for their teeth? Tuesday morning, I located the webpage of Dan Anton, the author, and I explained the whole deal. That afternoon, he held back. Dear Nonny, you're right. I wanted to write some that would promote my dental hygiene in a fun way. Even if you hate my books though, the First Amendment support and the right to keep the Sergeant Rotten Teeth and books in your library to think, questions, and decide issues for themselves. Bad wishes. Dan. Save Sergeant Rotten Teeth. Save Sergeant Rotten Teeth. Miguel chanted. He was dressed like a hero. What looked like a salad green stuck in his teeth. A dozen of kids dressed as zombies chanted around him, stumbling and mumbling. Breath means, breath means. Miguel broke on the zombies, fell to the ground, pinches their nose, and kept to a reaction into the books. But apparently, zombies don't take to explain what the books mean to them. Maybe because zombies can't read. I can't stand the smell, said one zombie as he shook his head from the side to side. My brain's melting. Curse you, rotten teeth. I cursed. I shook my head too. I wasn't sure this protest was helping their cause. Then behind them, I spotted Ashley. She dressed like a giant tooth, and two of her friends followed her with enormous brushes. Ban Sergeant Rotten Teeth! Ban Sergeant Rotten Teeth! Ashley screamed. The girl shouted after Ashley. Go find your own protest, he shouted. This one is taken. The thief will thank me later, Ashley said. Her friends waved in the giant toothbrush, and zombie bulls and wave their arms. Step in between the two gaps. This book don't encourage cavities. I said, then Ethan is relying on readers to figure out his real message. Ashley scoffed. How do you know the real message is? Because he told me. I held up a printed Ashley's mouth gap open. Sergeant McGill's, salad green and all. Wednesday afternoon, McGill, Ashley, and I sat in the viscountess's office. Kids are going to take this book to the wrong way and ruin the teeth. Ashley says cavities are forever. Cavities on whatever stake. The freedom of speech is the First Amendment that allows this book to be in the library, even if you don't like them. Freedom of speech doesn't mean you can say just anything, Ashley said, and doesn't mean you can put any books in under the world in our grade school library. Miss Jenison took a slow sip of her tea before she spoke. Here's the thing about the school in the library. The book a student chose herself. Exactly, Ashley said. Those books should be easiest to ban. Actually, it's just the opposite. Because in the library, I grabbed Dan Eaton's email and quote from it. We had the opportunity to think, question, and decide issues for ourselves. Miss Genesis nodded. In that case, freedom of speech rights are the strongest. But if a book on how to build bombs, Ellie asked, that probably doesn't need you to ban because it presents a clear danger. But certain relative is a danger to our teeth. Ashley said, part of the book review process is to hear the different representative about the books in the question. You objected them. Ashley, we'd like to hear why. Gladly, Ashley said, and McGill can say why he thinks the book should stay in the library. She added, under his breath, McGill muttered something in disgust. It sounded like, wait a minute, dental hygiene. That Friday script more quickly was all about the gospel book band. I had co-editor Ashley and write a column in support for the band, and the co-editor again writing in one position. I ran Dan Eaton's that experienced book review committee process and how students could share their thoughts on what would happen with the books. And I wrote the intros to the entire package that included quotes from the former president, Lyndon B. Johnson. Books and ideas are the most effective weapon against the ignorance and ignorance. Before the school left, Miss McGinnis told me that she wanted a student on the committee, namely me. There's one catch, she said apathetically. You need to reach all 12 books. 10 down, 2 to go. I said 6 weeks later. A short follow-up appeared. Since I'm in the story, McGill actually should have written it. But McGill thought interested in the series, and Ashley was just too mad about the way the vote turned out. I went on to include a lot of photos from people on the board and student reaction, but the very open with your eyes itself. You can say I've given myself on the back of the pack. Make sure it's good, but when can I tell you? A good reporter has to tell it like it.
How would you complete these sentences? You could say something like, I'm a writer. I work in online education. I work for a publishing company. I work in is used with a field, meaning the type of. So teaching modern languages. Confused? You can see that if you use work in to talk about the type of work you do, you don't use an article like at or the. If you use an article, at or the, after work in, it means you're talking about the place or department where you work. I work for is used with a company. So you could say, I'm a salesman. I work for a mobile phone company. I work for a law firm based in Frankfurt. Or even, I run my own business. So I work for myself. What can you say? Can you make sentences like this to say something about your job? Pause the video and try and make a sentence. Say it aloud. Next, let's add more details to your answer. Part 2, describing your company. I work for a company which... Look at this sentence. We need one adjective and the end of the sentence after which. Any ideas? For the adjective, think about these ideas. Is your company big or small, local or multinational? For the part after which, ask yourself, what does your company do? Does it make things, sell things, organize things? Does it provide products, services, or both?
Sure.
So you could say, I work for an international electronics company which makes tablet computers. I work for a German company which does market research for other companies. What if you don't